Before I got sick, I was able to play soccer, which I played for 10 years. When I was running, I couldn't breathe, and it just felt like I couldn't get any air in. And then when I was cold, my hands and feet were turning blue. Basically, my muscles were sore. I was getting really tired easily. We went to, I think, about 4 doctors before we finally got an actual diagnosis, which came from Dr. Scheel and Dr. Kana. I didn't really know what was going on. I was just kind of like, oh, like it's not a big deal. And then after a while, like it kind of clicked. Oh, this is serious. This could be bad.
She was diagnosed, I can remember because it was St. Patrick's Day, having an Irish husband, March 17th of 2008. It was as if someone took all the oxygen out of you. It was like your whole life changed. You just knew it was what I call that split second in life when everything will never be the same.
I still don't play sports just because we don't know like when it's going to come back.
But what's interesting with children is they have to see a pediatric rheumatologist. And I couldn't get in to see these great doctors at UCLA because she was too young, so I called the foundation. I have learned if you ever need any help for a serious illness, the foundation is where to go. People are just so helpful. They made some calls up to UCLA and they immediately said, of course we'll treat her. So we got in with UCLA and great doctors up there, and then got involved with the foundation on many more levels. And they said, well, we're doing a walkathon. Why don't you come out and do that? So I get online and they said, well, you have to make a page and, start fundraising. And within an hour, we had $1,000. In fact, we had $2,000. This was the first year. And in 2 weeks, we had over $10,000. At first, we lived at doctor's offices 3 times a day. I watched my daughter get poked by needles, electric shocks in her arms, 5-hour MRIs. We try to keep her just looking forward to things.
There's definitely hope. And then the other thing is that when your child is diagnosed or person in your family is diagnosed, is get the best possible care on the planet. Don't take no for an answer.
There's just the long-term, all the drugs she takes. The side effects are lymphoma or cancer or skin cancer, or it destroys your kidneys. So she's on powerful drugs and she's only 17 years old. How is she going to be able to stay on these drugs? And if you withdraw the drugs, the disease comes back. So we live on a 4-week schedule of blood tests and rheumatologists, and every 4 weeks we have to find out, is it back, And so you just have fear, and you look at the future, can she have a life and go to college like other kids get to do? Will she be able to have babies someday?
Well, I wouldn't say I treat her differently. I'm a little bit more patient, though, than normal, because sometimes she gets a little bit snappy with the treatments and cranky, so I'm definitely more patient with her. But I lay in bed with her a lot. We watch movies, eat junk food, talk about boys, stalk people on the internet.
Here I talk about how she was so attached to me as a little girl, and I've seen a maturity in her, just my sense of pride and respect and how she's handled it. She's like one tough cookie. It's totally amazed me she's never asked why me, because she is still Lexi. I just give her so much credit for that.
You can see she's a beautiful girl, she's a beautiful girl.